Well, welcome to the latest episode of Syndicate Life. It's just coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got all the gears sorted, the house is up, the rods are out. Got here around about 11:15 this morning. Had my usual wander around to see if I could see anything. Again, didn't really see anything show until I walked into the social areas and I see a carp stick its head out. That was all I needed. Made a quick mental note of the area, went back to the van, quickly grabbed the rod, just had a bare lead on it, flicked that out to the area, felt it down, it went down with a gorgeous donk. Clipped that up, quickly used the marker sticks, and he's actually out there at, it was actually 10.5 wraps out. So I've got two rods out to that area. In a moment I'll show you where I've got the rods. Conditions wise, it's absolutely glorious. We've got low pressure, it's cloudy, lovely overcast. I don't think that's going to last. I think we've got some high pressure coming in the next couple of days, so we'll see how we go. Right, I'm going to stop waffling on. I'll show you where I've got those rods. Right, so as I said, this is where my rods are. Right hand rod is literally in front of these two lily pads out here, and that was just a little underarm flick. Do love to put one down in the margin. Good scattering of bait over the top of that. Middle and left hand rods, if I pan round and pat a little bit, is that group of trees in the distance I'm using as a marker. So the middle rod is in front of that tree there, left hand rod is in front of that tree there, and they're both at 10.5 wraps, and it's out there where I see the fish stick its head out a couple of times. I've spotted over the top of that with the crushed and the whole boil is, as I told you earlier. Right, so that's where the rods are. I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have another brew. Speak to you later. Well, it's just coming up to 8:30 in the evening. Nothing to report at the moment, I'm afraid. Been a bit of a strange day weather-wise. One moment we've got lovely clear blue skies, real warm sunshine, lakes been like a mill pond, a bit like it is at the moment. And then next thing, the wind's picked up, clouds have moved in, and it was actually quite a cold wind blowing across the lake. As you've seen earlier, I've been baiting up the little bay I've got to my left-hand side. I've been systematically every hour or so sticking in some chops and whole prominos into that little area there. Supposedly tomorrow's meant to be a lot warmer day with a lot more warm sunshine, and from around about 11 o'clock that sunshine really gets into that bay. So I'm going to be up early, and then I'm going to carry on and flicking out a few bits more baits every hour or so, and then what I'll do is I'm going to flick a rod out there during the afternoon and just lay it on the ground and see what we can have. Hopefully tonight though we're going to have something from the rods where they are at the moment. If not, I'm going to see you in the morning. I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have a brew before it gets too dark. I'll see you soon. Well, just talking to you on camera. It's literally roughly been 10-15 minutes. Left hand rod's ripped off, and I've got an absolutely cracking 21-pound common. Just have a look at this. Look at that bad boy. So 21 on the button. Now using my little simple rig. My third 20 from the Syndicate. Absolute beast. Tried to get in amongst the pads, but had a real firm hook hold, and I won the day. Well chuffed, off the mark with another 20. Right, I'm gonna go and get this one back, get that rod out. Hopefully we're going to have a few more tonight. Conditions are still looking really good. Absolutely loving it. Well, good morning. Well, what a way to kick off the session with a fabulous 21-pound common. Really pleased with that one. That was the only action through the night, sadly. Really warm night last night. Quite surprised we didn't have another one actually. Been up since around about 5 o'clock this morning, and I've been baiting up that little bay area again. I've done about sort of 3 handfuls, only about half a dozen baits at a time, chopped and whole promino, and I've just been chucking them into the area. There's a lovely little bit of a gravel spot out there. The plan is in the next couple of hours, to say it's only 7:30 at the moment. The plan is in the next couple of hours is to get a rod. I'm probably going to take away the margin rod, and I will bring the other 2 rods in, and I'm just going to flick a rod out there and get all set up nice and quietly let the area settle down, just sit next to the rod on a chair and spend a day in hopefully the warm sunshine, and we'll have something from there. At the moment, I'm going to keep the rods out where they are. I have had a couple of shows out on the 10.5 wrap spot, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to carry on drinking my brew. Going to watch the water for a little bit, then go and get some brekkie on the go, and then get all that sorted out, and then finally, hopefully, we'll have something, and I can see you soon. Right, so I thought I'd just run you through my baiting strategy. What I've got in the bucket is half a can of normal sweet corn. To this I'm adding a good few handfuls of whole Promino from Northern Baits, and also I've got my it's actually a little ice crusher. You can get these on eBay, cheap as chips, and I'll tell you what, you can half crush up a good amount of bait in a short period of time. So I'll give that a few whizzes round, crushes it up lovely into the bucket. So I'm making up around about half a bucket, and then what I'm doing is then spotting it out, and I'm putting this over the 2 rods at the 10.5 reps. So that's my baiting situation at the moment. I'm going to carry on and make some more. I'll see you soon. Right, so I've got the rod in position, and I'm literally just off of these reeds, just here. Rod's down on the ground. Let's see what happens. Hopefully that sun's going to come out again soon. So I've topped up the swim again with a little bit more bait before I got the rod out. Let's see what happens. Well, good afternoon. Thought I'd just check back in with you. Nothing really to report at the moment. Had that rod out in the bay. I've had that out there this morning for a good 4 hours or so. Sat by the rod and really didn't see any movement in there whatsoever. Normally you'd see the old reeds twitching. So I've now removed the rod from there, and I've got it back on my little margin spot. I've redone the middle and the left hand rod, and that little mix I showed you earlier, I've spotted out another half bucket, so that's all ready for later on, and hopefully they're going to get their heads down on that. Right, I'm going to go and get the kettle on, have another brew, carry on sitting down in this nice warm sunshine. I'll catch you later. Well, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock. Nothing to report, I'm afraid. The rods have stayed silent all day. Fingers crossed we're going to have something tonight. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Well, it's been pretty uneventful for me for the past 24 hours, really. No joy again last night. I decided I'm going to move a couple of the rods this morning. At the moment, I'm going to keep them out until at least late morning, because I have had fish up till 10 o'clock on previous sessions down here. But I'm going to move some of the rods this morning. Definitely going to be moving that right-hand rod that I've had down the margins. I'm going to find a little spot further out into the pond for that one. Middle rod I'm going to keep out at the 10 odd wraps where I had the fish on the first night. And my left hand rod, I've been told where the pads come up, there's still a nice little gravelly area amongst those. So I'll do that later on. So that's the situation so far. I'm going to carry on watching the water, drinking my brew. I'll see you later. Right, so I've had the rods in for about an hour or so, and I've just been plumbing around with just a bare lead trying to find some spots, and I've just found a lovely one for the right hand rod, and that's going out just between the lily pads out there. The middle rod is still staying at 10.5 wraps, and that's going in front of that tree there. That's where I had the fish from, so that one's definitely staying there. And the left hand rod is going out just out around about there, and that's just over 9 wraps. So 2 new spots for the rods, for the left hand and the right hand rod. I'll be getting those out in a little while. I'm just going to go and have some lunch first, and then I'll get them out. See you soon. Well, rods are out, baited up over the top of each one of them. Kettle's been on, got a brew, gonna sit back, have a bit of a chill. Let's see what the rest of the day and the night brings. Well, it's just gone 11 o'clock, and I have just had one epic battle from one gorgeous common carp. Check this out. Oh, 29 pounds, 2 ounces. What a fish. Absolutely amazing. Can't believe 2 weeks ago a 31 pound mirror and now 29 pound common. Oh, what a fish. Right, I'm gonna go and get her back. She's been out long enough, bless her. I say she put up one hell of a fight. Took me at least 3 attempts to try and get her into the net, and then she would just power off. Right, I'm gonna go and get her back. I'll see you soon. Well, what a result last night. 29 pound, 2 ounce common. Unbelievable. Really pleased with that one. And what a fight, as you heard me say. This thing took me all over the lake. Tried to get it in the net 3 times and managed on the 4th occasion to get it in the net. Every time I tried to slip the net under it, it would just power off. Had immense power. Absolutely stunning fish. Really, really happy with that one. Well, I'm here for another couple of hours still. Still got the rods out. What's the time now? Oh, it's only just gone 8 o'clock. I'm probably going to leave it till about 11 and then bring the rods in and then start having a slow pack out and then bring the rods in. I have had fish up to 10 o'clock on previous occasions. So we'll see what happens. Well, I'm going to carry on. Drinking my brew, sitting in this lovely warm sunshine we've got this morning. See you later. Well, that's it. I've come to the end of the session now, and I've had a fantastic time again. Monday, the conditions were spot on. We had that low pressure, and I had that lovely 21 pound common. Tuesday, Wednesday, pressure really rose, and I think it just switched them off for a while. Wednesday night, being last night, I think the pressure slightly dropped, and I had that gorgeous 29 pound, 2 ounce common. I can't believe this is my 5th blog. If you're enjoying the blog, please leave a comment below. If anything you would like me to cover while I'm on the bank and doing these blogs, again, please leave a comment below and let me know. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could. It's really appreciated. So until next time, be lucky, and I'll see you soon.